All right, so this is a problem. I think I know the whole reason why you have people, I do call them coons, because they're very uneducated. They're using white racist rhetoric to attack Vasho's wife, and I don't always agree. With Vasho, I subscribe to spiritual reasons, okay? And trying to manipulate, and I think that's the no reason why they're attacking Vasho, but we're going to focus on the Latina wife. She is not a pure Caucasian woman. She's mixed with Native American and black. Let's call it. I don't care how much her DNA test, whatever. It's in her roots, it's in your roots. Whatever. I don't care how much white DNA you do hate in your roots, it's part of your roots. Brothers and sisters, it's what it is. And y'all act just like a white massa trying to regulate someone else's life. Um, when it comes to this, and I'm not saying that she should be part of the Vice show's propaganda, okay? What folks are upset because people in her, and also I can say our community, because I am mixed with Spanish Creole, so I'm part Hispanic as well. I don't go with one drop rule. I don't live the one. I don't care if folks don't like it and kiss and suck my dick and lick my damn booty hole. I don't live for other people. Get a life, okay? I'm my own individual and I'm gonna remain it to the day I die. Now, since I am mixed Spanish Creole, so I'm not to be vulgar up in here, but some of y'all think y'all so special for someone, one of us with one drop of American black DNA to live for your ass. Sorry, y'all. Messy. So anyway, get to the subject. When it comes to our Hispanic community, since I am part Spanish, we just learned it 2 years ago. Okay. Real in the family tree. You want to go technical with it, okay? That's one of the last names in my mama's family tree. Real, Spanish Creole, okay? Besides French. A lot of our Latinos from who are Latin American descent try to pass as white on paper, okay? When they made the Treaty Guadalupe Bill, okay? A lot of folks know the history. And that's why I bash Cat Williams like I bash George Lopez. When he was mocking that Mexican dude who also was a thug in Phoenix, Arizona, there were people, I'm not with the Israelites, okay, that's a cult, the Hebrew, but they was attacking him too, not knowing that the whole reason why it took part of Mexico and made part of the United States was trying to make it of slavery, okay? A lot of us uneducated, so I call y'all coons, bashing Vasho's wife. And along with the Poacher coons, the Latino coons, you're a very uneducated people too. So when Cat Williams was making mocking, a lot of folks don't know the Tree Guadalupe Bill. When the Mexican American War, they took the Southwest. Folks know why we live in Texas. It's because of slavery. Okay, Mexicans are part black, besides Spanish and Native. 1829, excuse me, September 15th was the day that Vicente Guerrero, who Afro Mexican and Spain and Native, which is Afro Mestizo, okay? Mama black, daddy mestizo, biracial, Native American white, okay, Spaniard. That's his parents. Banned slavery in Mexico. White Anglo-Saxon Protestant people from the South stole this drug Santa to make the Texas their house be theirs. That's why in Texas it's very crucial to live here. And I bring the history part because that's the root of the problem. More y'all are not intellectual when it comes to these arguments. Okay? So, when it comes to Southwest, like Arizona, they started to take that land. That was Mexico. Okay? So when folks made bash Cat Williams, it wasn't to defend just Mexican people or whatever. It's also they don't know that that was area to be free because Mexico banned slavery. If you went to the Southwest, you were free of African descent, light, dark, whatever. None of us are pure black. So so that's why pre-Guadalupe Bill, when it had took the part of Mexico and kicked Mexicans out of the Southwest area, in order to make them citizens, they put them as white. While we had the 14th Amendment, you had to be a citizen of this country or to be white. You don't know about if y'all don't know about this Asian man back in the day was trying, he became a Protestant Christian, he changed his whole culture, trying to be a citizen and be white in this country, okay? That's why us African-descended people are considered American citizens because they were trying to stop them from considering American citizens and send back to Africa after the Civil War, excuse me. And the 14th Amendment said that you are a citizen of this country, you're born here, okay? So it all lists them as white. What Vasho's wife don't understand, and I'm not trying to push it here, but I'm gonna bring up the real tea, okay? And ain't lovely tea. Some of Latinos, some of my the other side of brothers and sisters who don't claim whatever, but is genetically we are part of Spanish culture, okay? Do not want to identify as who they really are as mixed race people, including the black part. Since that Trigalupe bill, during the time they had the one drop rule, because if they didn't do that, Latinos, including her, because out the board, Cardi B, all y'all would consider those Latin America would be considered black. Now, I'm not for the one drop rule. George Zimmerman, them cholos that killed them folks in South California, all them would be considered black, okay? Because that one drop rule. And folks, like, that's one thing that Phil Bosh should stop defending. Now, I can't tell that grown man what to do, but be wise. Understand that raping and slavery cost that one drop rule. Because the next slave come out of that mother's womb will be a slave. That's the whole thing. It was not about black pride. It was about trying to come together and all that other stuff. Okay? Now, since they list mixed race Latinos as white, you have a segment of those who identify with white supremacy. Okay? Trying to emulate the Ku Klux Klan, but the Ku Klux Klan used to wait around the border and wait for a Mexican to cross the border and kill them. When we hear about African American people here in Houston, I'll be on Facebook, I've been blocked up, people be acting ratchet against these porcho coons and coconuts and coons and rednecks, okay, about this mess. They should lynch him. When I put a YouTube video about Mexicans getting lynched, they shut up because they don't teach that in school. A lot of people and read outside the classroom because they don't teach you true black history or Hispanic history or Native American. They teach white Anglo-Saxon Protestant male history. Okay, now that's why they make Sam Houston, this city name after a good person when he was a slave owner, drug Santa Ana, and defended slavery in the Republic of Texas before it became the Texas part of the Confederacy. Did I folks, you know what I'm saying? If the, you know what I'm saying, you gonna bash Bill Cosby, take them doggone statue down on them white racist Confederate thugs, okay? Call like it is, who was raping sisters, beating, and doing everything thug-like metal. Hello? Now, when it comes to her, it's not her fault, okay? But people are tired in the African American community of Latinos emulating white racist behavior and putting white, like what happened in George Zimmer's situation. George Zimmer is not a full-blown white man. He don't look all that white. He look very ethnic. His dad is white, German. His mom is Afro-Mestiza, Spanish, which is European, Native, and also African, because her grandfather, her mom's side, which is his great-grand, was Afro-Peruvian. Okay, he don't look all that pure because there's some indigenous, probably Fado, as I said, in a caste system. Lobo, part Native American, part black. Okay, Zombo, they call it. Okay, call it anyway. Now, truth of the matter is, since she's not on the show, and I understand she don't want to get involved in all that, it'd be better for her as a Hispanic mixed race woman. Because Vasho is mixed too, okay? Look at how dark he is. He got other European, like I said, you got other DNA in you. It's not all the African. You are not a full-blown black man. But how dark you can be black as this thing and still have other roots. You relate to other people. Because I got white distant cousins, okay? White distant cousins. I did my full grandmama, who was white, one married to a mulatto Creole, okay? They're passing for white, okay? My third grandfather, my mom's side's mama, okay? I got white cousins. That's not pure black. Pure black is pure African DNA. Pure. No other ethnicity, okay? And when you try to speak falsehood and make it false, well, the white man is not God. In all the fight white men, you can never let the white supremacist mindset dictate your life. They see us as monkeys. Should we go on a tree and say, oh, 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 they see us as monkeys? No, you never let your enemies, you recognize what they see you as, but never go along with it. Okay? Because they're not God. Okay? And that's what our folks attacking. But going back to that about the Hispanic community, these folks know that she ain't no doggone white woman. But what happened in George Zimmerman case, what happened in Los Angeles, what happened in even on the job with the Sandra Bland situation, you have Latinos who are, and what happened with Rada Veryoga when Rosa Perez blasted his behind, and he's Afro Mestizo too, and so is she. She's from Puerto Rico, he's from Venezuela. When they, you know what I'm saying, a lot of Latinos, for some reason, not all, okay, because I subscribe to the Radical Latino channel. Shout out to him. I think he Dominican. He does stuff about this, okay? And Kat Lazo, who's Colombian and is she Venezuelan or Ecuadorian? Ecuadorian Venezuelan? No, no, she Colombian and Ecuadorian, right? No, Colombian Peruvian. She's on that We Meet Through channel. If Phil had a wife like Rosa Perez and Kat Larzo, I don't think people will go after him that way. But her not saying anything, and I know, and her call her white. Well, she need to talk to those in our Hispanic community, okay? Because I have Spanish Creole who call themselves white, who, whenever time after a seeing person goes to jail, they're making comments like didn't do nothing, fuck Black Lives Matter, all this other crap, okay? And trying like what happened with Guyanese. That's what people are talking about. Cause the silent behavior of Latinos and even feel brought it up, but then you have a wife who is of the ethnic group who is not saying nothing. Remember I did a video, y'all, about Blaxicans in LA. And I said in LA. And I said, I'm happy to see Blaxican people who are happy of their cultures. However, talk about that black and brown mess. Like, for example, not to put him on blast, and I'm a big fan of Aaron Foster. Instead of having podcasts about the white Texans man saying prisons, you're black and Mexican. Why are you not talking about the issues in your community that hurt both communities? Why are you not talking about, I'm not Mexican, I'm Spanish Creole, okay, when it comes to my Hispanic roots, okay? I should not be, I mean, I don't mind talking about it, I have no problem because I lived around Mexican people, you know what I'm saying, I went to school around Mexican people, whatever. But people don't take me seriously when I talk about these issues. But someone who's actually from the actual community need to speak up. Okay? Like Aaron Foster from Who Pay Texas. I understand you're an atheist also. I understand you want to talk about you campaign for Beto. I'm for Beto or O'Rourke to win the Senate, okay? Not Ted Cruz. But to sit here and be Blaxican and not talk about your community, not talk about um, these issues and being silent. Because that's one thing that pisses me off is that many Southern Hispanic people and African American people, when it comes to that combination, they don't want to talk about those issues. They're talking about their own personal situation, but they're not talking about the social issues that fit the community. Okay? Like Stacey Dash. Is there Stacey Dash who's black and Mexican campaign for Trump? Come out and talk about the black and brown race of where you live at, baby, in California. I'll vote for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna vote for her because of Trump and Republican, but she need to go and fix that community since she's kind of campaign in California. It don't make no sense when you black and Mexican, you just hush. And oh white Trump, you know what I'm saying? My master gringo Trump. It don't make any sense. Talk about these issues. Like Amala Negra, who's a dark skinned Dominican. Okay? You know, that's why everybody took her seriously. Okay? How about the colors in Latin American community in the music industry. Okay? That's why everybody took about Negra seriously. She was real with it. And I think that the idea that Vice shows, just like a Lovey T, they go along with this was considered real and not real. Cause on my channel, I don't get no pay, baby. Nobody don't pay me. People don't even buy dang on t-shirts. I even giving folks $5 extra to go shopping and get extra money from it. And folks don't even want to support that, but they'll support some people who believe in that fuckery. I mean, cuss here, they support that. And then get screwed, like what happened with that white dude Logan, who laughed about that Japanese dude that committed suicide. Didn't say the word nigga. I bet some people Asian gave him some dang on money. Okay, but somebody real like me, cause I'm not the cook cutter. You don't want to support it. You want cook cutters, and Y'all got hurt by people who play the real in cooker. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play one or two. Okay? Cause one thing about my channel, even when I act a fool, I'm real with it. That's why I like when the whole idea with Starmarie and Tasha K, and even though Starmarie situation with Cardi B fooled me, especially with the hoodoo she was doing. So you know what I'm saying? Um, by how intelligent she act. Yeah, they know. Yeah, exactly. Next we see this video bipolar, and we see a totally different person from that. Okay, the people know that who they know how to fool people with that mess. That's how the angel alike. Point is, the Bible angel alike. Okay, but Tasha K is very real than Lovely T. Lovely T goes along with what's expected and then get hurt by it. I don't go along with what's expected. That will cause people to suffer. And I'm going to bring the Bible cursing in my video, but the Bible say people suffer of a lack of knowledge, meaning your ignorance will kill you. Your ignorance will get you, you know what I'm saying? People buy the stereotypes. And one thing by the stereotypes will hurt you too. Okay? So when it comes to what's her name, she's innocent in this situation, but her being silent about the things in the Latino community when it comes to black and brown relations, that's what they're only focused on the white supremacist people, who white racist people, but you have people in the Hispanic community who perpetrate white supremacy, who ain't pure white, who is a hypocrite to it, who are victims, who are police forcemen, okay, who this and that. That's why, like I said in my video, I was talking about Amber Geiger. What I say, instead of talking about, oh, she should be in jail, she should be fired, I went to the real source. I went to the doggone penal code and put it on blast about the white, and put that sister who camel skin like me, Miss Chief Renee, being Angel. I'm calling being Angel Mama. I put her, but what I say in my video, I said, well, keep white people. It's not the white people. It's the coons and the coconuts. It's the pocho coons and the coons. Okay, the cotton picking and strawberry picking in both communities. And so, no offense to Phil and his wife, they should talk about blast both the cotton picking and the strawberry pickers in the community who cause white supremacy, because it's within. One thing about me, I'm real with my shit. I'm gonna cuss it, y'all. I ain't gonna sit here and cover that up. It's real. Now, if it's detrimental, then I don't hardly touch on it. And I'm gonna bring about the situation about what happened with me with that video. I took it down because I didn't want no more drama to save my butt. When I made the video about H, what's his last name? R. Okay, the Latino dude that got shot at 3 o'clock in the morning, or 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever. And his fiance, his common law wife, harassed me last year. I wasn't trying to explore his murder or his death. I saw, speaking of our show, I saw comments from Latinos saying didn't do nothing. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Here come them thugs. They on welfare. And I grew up in the 80s. And remember I said when I talked about the Tasha K, not Tasha K, the Starmarie, I said that back in the day, we were talking about Santeria. When I said I heard Ackerman saying people, I go ahead and admit, those in my own family, saying when we had that back in '89, when the cartel, that Mexican cartel, and the Cuban American dude from Miami killed that white dude. And I heard folks, even my own family, saying, yeah, them Mexicans, they believe in doing voodoo. Yeah, they this and that. And then I heard people say about Cubans, Puerto Ricans. Oh, yeah, they all like that. And them Jamaicans, them Haitians. Folks are acting as sending people that said, y'all keep on saying that. They're going to rise up and they're going to be doing you that way. And I did say that. I said, you keep on buying these stereotypes about other communities in the Caribbean and Latin America. They're going to get that money and going to talk to you there. Now, guess what? You go on these channels, you see Nigerians say, we ain't got the, well, them black Americans, they got us. We ain't got that victim mentality. And then 9-10, they the one is African American saying, but not from here. They from outside of the United States. They got them high wage jobs. You got folks in our community that had to defend the field violence, so about hood rats and thugs. Because one thing about me, I'm not gonna sit here and bash feel for that, because we need to get them hood rats and thugs our community. They are, as what Eric Bonet say, the black face, even though we not color black, it come in different shades, we mix of white supremacy. They are the Aunt Jemimas. They are the Stepping Fletches and all that, okay? They know embarrassment. But in the same time, you can't seem to defend in their version of masculinity, which ain't masculinity. You defend that on your show. If I show, I call it as it out. Right? You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to tell us, all of us, to have one, personality. I let people be what they are. They like being that way. I have my own life. That's how you do it. Now, going back to those in the community. I remember hearing about that case. And back in '89, yeah, they dangerous down there in Mexico. Yeah, they this and that. And I used to say, excuse me, that's wrong. And even people who with a Bible in their hand talking about they were Christians. Now look what happened now. 10, 20, 30, 30 something years later, the same people you talked about, now they got bitch, now they acting like just like you acting white supremacists back in the '80s. Now they're saying that about you. Yeah, they don't want to work. Yeah, they on welfare. And it's the point. So I called that out. That's why I talked about that dude's murder case. Because I want folks to know, not all of us are out there thugging. Not all of us out there trying to be on welfare. Yeah, I might be on welfare for because I need to, but I'm trying to get my ass off of it. Trying to have my own bitch, trying to work. I never was raised in no damn welfare. It was embarrassment 2012 going in when you had that. And remember, I told you I was committing suicide trying to get a job, trying to get something to get away from my grandparents and have my own stuff. That's why. Cause I was raised in a system. It's funny people who make fun of welfare are like me. I wasn't on it. I was living sort of good, even though I had family problems. We had money. And these folks who are Hispanic, some they was on welfare and getting food stamps. I never saw food stamps in my life until 1989 when my aunt's neighbor downstairs, down in Pinewood Forest Apartments, I'm gonna call it like it is, the Mexican girl down there, downstairs, we went to go to the store. She said, you can go to the store across the street, because my aunt was very protecting me, because I wasn't living in them. I was in the North Shore area. Y'all know I'm talking about Pine Trails. Y'all know I'm talking about back in 89 when she was living over there 30-some years ago. I ain't never seen no damn food stamps until me and that Mexican girl went to the store and she put out them packs. I said, what is that? I thought, yeah, cash. The same people that talk about something on welfare, they grew up on welfare food stamps. Okay? So they can't talk about, I worked at a place, Telephone Road. Y'all don't talk about they had food stamps and majority of those folks were Hispanic during Hurricane Ike. So you can't make comments about that. That's what she should be talking about the hypocrisy in the Hispanic community. Okay? The reason why I bashed LaQuisha, because y'all was saying that all of us were like LaQuisha Jones, beat it. I didn't know we not. Not everybody agree with LaQuisha's behavior. Look at people as individuals. Okay? But that's the whole reason why that I had to call it out. A Vice show is not bringing true issues. It's the same white man as the boogeyman. We have boogeymen who are harassing thugs. We have boogeymen who are also too who Latin harassing thugs who out there killing folks who on the job discriminating on your application. And I'm not gonna hide that shit. You know what I'm saying? Who discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want daughters or sons marrying. They act like the same person who acting like what George Lopez said. Okay? In Phoenix. When he cussed that blacksmith chick out. See, if he was married to a Rosie Perez, Rosie Perez, or a Cat Lazo, it would make sense. But it's like she behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying? Remain silent. And I'm not saying to put her on blast, but when you have folks putting white on application and siding with white racist people, same people say build the wall, same people that say, I don't want these Mexicans here because anybody African descent, even though they don't see me as Hispanic, those white people don't give a damn about those stupid redneck ass motherfuckers. They said, I'm going to be real. When I was working at the dock and when I worked for a security company, and I'm going to put their ass on blast. I don't work for them no more. Well, I worked for Andy Frank last year and this year too before I left their ass. Yes, I put their on their ass on blast. Andy Frank. We went to Dallas. Remember I said I went with work. Y'all follow me. I was at the Cowboy game. Okay, in Arlington. Now it's not actually in Dallas. Y'all don't talking about at the what you call it, the AT&T building. Okay, we was outside. It was November. Now I didn't have too much bully boss in there. Actually, the part black Latino brother, he's part African American, part Puerto Rican. The kind of light skin with different texture hair. He was a cool supervisor. I wish we had him here in Houston. Okay, so remember a redneck white man from Deer Park, okay? The same city where Miss Universe, who passed away, recently, God rest her soul, my mixed race sister, okay, Chester Smith, okay, who won Miss Texas in '94, okay. Anyway, remember I said that he had, that this white dude had, I think I don't want to got his ass fired when I put him on blast in that survey. Yes, I did. Okay. He was debated by my multiracial. I did say I'm not mixed, I'm black. See, I don't let no ignorant redneck trash. And so when I said the reason why, because since I do have white DNA, and the thing I said, you becoming the minorities, those who appear. That's the I told us, excuse me. That's why y'all voted up. And then what this dude said, I ain't trying to use the law name in vain. Yeah, we vote for Trump. We don't want these y'all know God name and damn Mexicans here. Now this what this white man said. But the same Porchos would defend him if me and this dude got to a fight. Do you understand that? Okay, the same white people when I worked for a cleaning part, we was clean because I had two jobs earlier this year. While I was working for 8 I work for cleaning up, and I'm cleaning up at the rodeo. Okay, I'm doing some cleaning up on the side to have a side job. And a sister, light skinned sister, was in the female bathroom, and it was like I think it was during the 4th of Hano day. A white woman said to this sister, "Ugh, these Mexicans, they at the bathroom stinking," because this was the white woman had said. And my homegirl, who's a sister, who is mixed, her mama, grandmama was a white woman. Okay, she had, she had natural hair. She had real light skin, where she had a weave in her hair underneath her natural hair. She said, "Excuse me, ma'am, don't get me involved, cause not behind closed doors. I'm all type of niggas to you," and that's right. But the same Mexican folks, and I was playing at the road, and there was, and you can tell where they hang around these white people. It's like, but the white people like they're smiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want your ass here, and that's exactly what they are. That's exactly what I'm saying. When I was at the booth and I was dancing that cumbia, and not knowing that cumbia come from Afro Colombians, it's in Mexican music today, but came from Afro Colombians. Okay, the Joe Arroyo, you know what I'm saying? Otra noche, otra. What's the song saying? La Ribion, okay. No la pega la negra. That's salsa, but he put cumbia in his songs. But during the colonial period of time, Afro Colombians made cumbia that is now in Mexican music today. Okay, that Selena was performing. Okay, out there, this white man was looking at me weird. Old white man, I'm like, you ain't my master. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, uneducated, and half your African descendant people in this tech that I call like it is have a fair amount of time because you learn that mess from our, and I said not me per se, but our ancestors learn that mess from our white ancestors. You chose to remain in a little female mentality, not knowing the history. And I was telling that same light skin sister, I said, excuse me, that's actually part of African music. And this dark skinned brother said, yeah. I said, because what it was, one of the women that worked in the time put on blast, and he had an anti black female brother, not there when I was there. This Mexican woman, she has curly hair. Everybody thinks she's Puerto Rican. She has curly hair, real light, like a light olive skin. But you'll think it's a yellow bone, light skinned sister. And when she was a manager, supervisor to this dude, she told him, "Can you put that there?" And this brother went off and said, "You black women," thinking that woman was a light skinned woman from here. "You black women, I can't stand y'all always try to do the black man wrong." She like, she shocked. She's like, "Yo, something mexicana." You know what I'm saying? So, and I had to explain. I said, in Mexico, they had Afro-Mexicans there, and it wasn't no Spanish and Native mixture. It was all three. I said, if you was born here and you was not Mexican descent nationality wise, you'll be a light skinned sister that one drop rule. I'm not for the one drop rule, but I said, don't forget Vincent Guerrero, Band Slade, and everybody look at me. I said, yes. And I said, when a Mexican person called me a nigga, I laugh. I get mad. Anybody call me a nigga, but I look at them, you're a nigga too. You're a high y'all nigga too. You know what I'm saying? I don't call myself a nigga, but if you want to go there, you're a high y'all exotic one, okay? So you got black DNA. We both, like what I told a dude yesterday on Facebook, talking about go back to Africa, to about the thug brothers that did some wrong. I say, you too. I laugh, I put emoji, you too. You go back too. You got African roots in you. You can't call me nigga when you're back in 1600s, 1700s in Mexico, Colombia, Mexico, whatever, Spain. You had great grandma black, darker than me, and mix it with your Spain and American ancestors. You can't sit here and do that. So that's what people are talking about. It's a silence in the community that Roseberry brought out on The View about Roderick Yoga when he called Michelle Planet Apes. You know what I'm saying? So when you have your Avaya show who talk about white supremacy, old white man, boogeyman, and anybody can be a white supremacist. It can be a black person, it can be a Hispanic person. Okay, but then you have this Latina who is mixed with black and Spanish and Native, and she European, and she doesn't say nothing about it. And you're talking about every time these folks look at your channel and they're looking at people in China acting like white supremacists. They're looking at Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and either Latinos acting white supremacists on the job or in a uniform or police uniform, and she doesn't say nothing. That's what people are talking about. They know that woman is not a white woman. They know she's not a pure white. She's mixed with it. That's the honest. She's not a full. You know what I'm saying? She does have white in her, but her not saying nothing and her folks, it's like okay, like everybody was talking about Serena Williams when Serena Williams was made fun of after beat her in the tennis championship, and they were making mocking. Yeah, you said via show yourself that white man from Reddit that is married to her, that was silent about it. That's the same argument everybody's saying about you and your wife. Okay, and I understand she don't want to be part of this thing, as in don't want to deal with it. She just wanted to do her bakery, but I, even me as a political figure, I could not be with any woman who's not going to defend me or to come out and say it. Y'all know I said many times I want a woman standing by a man type woman. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying she's not, but if we're in a political fight, regardless what color she is, she has to have my back and speak up. If she has a community that doesn't, that she's, let's for example, let's say my girlfriend is Latina. I couldn't be with one who just say nothing when something happens to me, or to go behind to defend my rights. You see what I'm saying? The one that I would go with, even though she's married, Rosa Perez type Latina, that actually calls it out in a Cat Lazo type. You know what I'm saying? And I love Cat Lazo's comments because she's real with it. She called that shit out as she says on her We Me Too, We Me Through channel. I cannot sit here. I couldn't date a Cardi B who is ratchet. I love Cardi, her music, but the attitude's ratchet. It acts like the hood rats he talking about on his video, talking about the hood vibe show, and just say nigga and this and that. That's why beginning of the Tasha K situation, I couldn't. I had to fence Starmarie until I found out she doing that hoodoo and that dark magic stuff. Okay, all right. That's when Lovey T brought it out. That's when I had to agree with Lovey T. Even though me and her have a lot of issues with each other, but to sit here and see a woman who acts like I said, I understand, and let me explain why folks go hard on dark skinned people who act that way. If you don't know your history, and everybody say why folks would choose a Becky who don't look good, who's big, or a Brad. We used to seeing other races, other people looking any kind of way, but not be stereotyped. But the African Descendant diaspora, the black race, we're used to seeing negative images of black men and women looking thuggish, looking go back in history, looking ratchet. So when we try to break away from the stereotype, the last thing we need is for somebody who act that way. Yeah. Or, saying, for example, I dress, you know, when I was at Job Corps, I used to put a facial mask on because I was a model. When I was, when I was and I dealt with the comments, and I remember like feeling, oh, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Why you got that on? And I laughed. But if I would look at like Stephen Fletcher like a thug, the put it in their eyes, thug nigga, they would feel bad about that because it's like I'm outshining him. You know what I'm saying? I'm called like it is. But since I'm very distinguished in my looks, and I, saying it's not insecure, it's how I was raised that way. Like my black skin sister, Nunu, as Nunu is saying, she has her brother who's black skin is raised. Look, he ain't looking rinky dinky. You ain't looking ratchet or bio ratchet or ghetto ratchet. Not trying to look like that. He debunks the stereotype of a Latino or African American man. Okay, so when we see someone that looks presentable, we think that y'all it's the coons that say it's being white and looking ratchet is being black. Okay? They have a fear come. They don't want who hate themselves. If you have to get a negative stereotype and call yourself a nigga to love yourself, something's wrong with you. Knowing that it can get you jailed, dead, or whatever, because people use imagery to use their argument to hate somebody. Let's be real. That's what Nazi Germany did with Hitler, made the Jews look like they the worst person in the world in the media and propaganda. Y'all, you come on saying? That's why I'm very big. So if I defend his argument bashing, harassing thugs because those face of the black identified face or white supremacy need to be called out. That's why folks say didn't do nothing and all that. And then my question is to one Latinos, why do I see on your dog on Facebook friends, I see people who live as didn't do nothing who as on your Facebook pages, who are friends. And while you being a didn't know thug and cholo thug and looking all hard, being a bandito and all that stuff, why I'm seeing those stereotypes and cholo and thug and you can't talk about when you do the same thing on thing, okay? One thing I used to say about African American Hispanic people, they had the same issue in their community in America. Drugs, poverty, gangs. You know what I'm saying? When I look at Fifth Ward in Denver Harbor, it looks like a ghetto. Not all of it, but majority does. It don't look like White River Oaks. It don't look like what's it called, a Spring, Texas, or any of those white privileged areas. It look like, and you got both classes. Oh, I get more money than you do, but you fight over low wage. That's why my video, y'all know my video in my head was looking all, when I was cleaning my place up, and I said, stop bashing, like to immigrate my black people, even though we're not about this, it was to get your dog, I use that term to get your attention, okay? And what I say that those jobs are not because you know your history. We were such as cleaning and everything. And so you clean, that was a side job I was doing security, idiots, okay? And trust I hated it. I like to do the uppity ones, okay? Truth of the matter is, y'all defend stereotypes and bash field. That's stupid. Cause I'm sorry, the hoodbats and thugs are the reason why we have the community look like shitholes. But y'all think that anything black and negative is considered black. It's a positive. It's looking at people if who and what's that magazine, the Black Empires. You're not trying to defend that as black as like the Black Empires and Ebony and Jet. You're looking at the negative stereotypes and call it black. Y'all worse than Mr. Johnson selling his business to Viacom for BET. Okay, that's why I bashed him. He got in trouble, got a chance of good because you did the same thing when you sold your business to a white supremacist who supported private press complex. Okay, so my point is when it comes to her, it's not her fault, but I couldn't be with a Hispanic woman who's not gonna call out the issues that's hurting my accuracy. You know, I am part Hispanic. Same thing if I was silent about, oh well, that's how the sisters act. You know, they being rude. I call it out that the sister is wrong or the brother is wrong. You can't sit here and be silent about those issues. And I think that both her and Phil, if and this is my suggestion, they don't have to take it. If they come on the show and talk about black and brown relations, and stop this, it probably squash this. But you can't sit talk about the white boogeyman. And yes, I understand that the Coons and Porchos Coons are brainwashed by white American society's racist agenda, okay? White supremacy. However, when you are married to a woman from that community and there are people who look at your channel and they're not looking at a Becky and a Brad. They're looking at a Jose and Juanita who's trying to act like Becky and Brad. Do you understand? You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Use those terminologies but to get y'all stupid attention, okay? Who's racist? Who's trying to act like Darren Wilson? Trying to act like the white woman acting a fool, you know what I'm saying? And calling folks niggas. When they're trying to emulate their behavior because these dudes, these people who are coconuts in the Hispanic community are acting like they hang around with white people, and like I tell people, as soon as they leave, the same white people they kiss up to, the same white people who are racist, are calling them wetbacks, calling them spics. I've seen it. I can't stand it. They go back where they came from. I have seen white folks come talk to us like, y'all, I'm a minority too. And I went to told one someone, I am also part Hispanic. You may not see me as Hispanic. I don't live by your one drop mentality. You're not God. It's in my roots. It's in my roots. If I have African, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, makes sense, that's what I am. And the black people that came on ship are way more darker than me. So saying I'm not mixed and think you God to say that, shut up and go about your business. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why. So that's why I was able to bash chemistry. Y'all bash chemistry based on no offense, a feeble-minded mentality. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I bring out facts. I might cuss, but I bring up educational, historical events that this man cannot detect. Because I read about this stuff. When I went to Hispanic school, I had to read about Hispanic culture. When you're around certain people, you have to learn about your culture. They learn about our culture. They learn about how to do hip hop and rap to the point they making it anything you are. You have to learn outside what you've been taught. That's called being educational. You telling the people to not do that, that's being dumb. Okay? So that's why I learned Spanish. I learned about Selena, about merengue, South Tejano. I learned that. That's how, because they want you want them to learn about what happened in slavery and Jim Crow. We gotta learn about their struggle as well, and that's what people don't saying. Like for example, when Massachusetts says about lynching, I'm gonna bring up the fact that here in Texas they used to lynch folks who are Mexican, like besides African American, because they have uneducated. When I talk about Brian Acina, what did I say? I said he don't know that in Texas Rangers they used to harass the Ku Klux Klan. Not only harass African American, sending people back there, they harass Mexican folks. Ask Evan Longoria. Her family came from ranchers here in Texas. In Texas Rangers came out and harassed her family. To do on PBS Find Your Roots before she found out she had some black DNA in her. Those are educational resources to debunk an argument. You're going by what's expectational. That's ignorant. Ignorant is bliss. I speak from an educational perspective of it. And I may be not talking like an educational person when I curse, but I bring out the facts. I bring out books. And they don't, and one thing a person, people who are smart, folks do not like smart people. That's why I'm a loner. Because a bunch of ignorant people love their ignorance. So when it comes to this advisory situation, if he will stop trying to cater to a crowd that loves to be ignorant and get mad when you don't go along with their ignorance, it will show a lot of resources. Because I'm real with my shit. Okay? And if I make a mistake, I admit that I'm wrong to it. When it comes to historical ergo, even when I sometimes get the dates wrong, just speaking, I will go back and say I meant this and that. People are taught to accept ignorance. And a lot of folks in both communities have. Okay? And it's going to hurt their communities. The same people that talk about didn't do nothing, you don't know they might lose a house with Hurricane Harvey. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that that white man that they kissed up to after they called me nigga gonna call him all time webbacks and take away his job and put a white person's job and make him demote him or give him a job. He don't know that. What nothing to do with showing, oh, I got $1,000 to do, show me millions. I'm not trying to have $1,000 as something, you know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to live, I said, dude, if you live within, can you get out of passenger taxes? Go live in the white areas. Live real oaks, they ain't gonna and make mock me. Cause my goal is to be like the rich man, bro. I'm not trying to be at the poor man's way. Okay? Y'all trying to sell in this to know. I look at generational wealth. Mock me, make fun of me about you making more money. Continue to be a hard-working cotton picker, strawberry picker, just like the brother was saying. Continue to be doing you and those who fit your. Continue to be a hard-working. I'm trying to work harder, but work smarter as well. That's how you make it in this game. I'm looking at YouTube videos how to make money here, in motivational stuff. Okay, so I will not be in power because this was not my plan. If I didn't have misguided people guide me when I was a teenager and adult, I wouldn't be where I am today. So all this stuff trying to, and I say it all the time, I don't preach uneducated stuff. Okay, to please the others. That's why folks do not like me on YouTube because it proves how ignorant they are. I'm not bad at nobody. Only God is. But I try my best to be in touch as possible when it comes to resources. Now I know I talk ignorant, whatever, but I try to bring up something educational that folks on YouTube don't hear about. That's how you separate yourself from the rest of the YouTubers. Everything is expectational. It's based on someone's expectations, and I'm not here to please. And one YouTuber said this, and I forgot the brother's name. Stop putting your hope in people. That's true. I agree with that. But when you have a person putting hope in himself to make hope of others, that's why. And going back to the wife, when she said on the phone call, and I did hear about a phone call, that she, how can these people do so much people know? One thing that's messing up Phil, and I'll go ahead and say this: you cannot be the caregiver and then be the tyrant, as in telling folks this and that, and then say that they're bed wenches. There are good white men who are married to sisters who don't do ghetto gagging mentality and slave mentality. What about those sisters? Because one thing about the Vice show, you're saying that the boogeyman is a white man, but we got boogeymans in both the hood and the barrio. We got hood rat boogeyman, boogie woman. You got hood rat boogeyman. You got hood rat thug cholo boogeyman. You got hood rat Latina version of a hood rat too. Cholo hood rat. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You're a boogie woman. So boogeyman come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. The devil comes out. You know what I'm saying? The devil means come out. So this is a wake up call to this man and his wife. Thought thinking in one set. I had that concept too, thinking that certain people was cool. Look at people as individual. That's what's educational. Cause anybody could be your enemy. And I said, much anybody. And I know from being abused by my family and folks in school. The why I don't go visit people because I know I don't want to have that mess and longevity of that trash. Okay? So sitting here trying to say the white man is this and that because that's what was at first when this dude's channel was on before he bought the Islam. To be honest with you, this man's brainwashed body up. I can tell. Okay? When this dude came on the channel and started exposing stuff like what the first video, like I said, was about the Ku Klux Klan being doctors and lawyers in Florida. That's what got my attention. But when you brought the nation Islam, they just is part of the problem. First off, please get this book by Velvet L. White. You be Verbal Muhammad. Inside this Islam, he spoke a lot. They almost killed this man. Okay, y'all the one to keep going on with this man. You understand that that group got Michael X killed. They said the government. They came together with the government. It don't take a rocket sense on that. When he spoke about Elijah Muhammad having these girlfriends and some was teenage like R. Kelly type situation, and they were yellow bone, you know, light skin. You know what I'm saying? Call it is. And when what's his name? Spike Lee exposed it, they didn't like that. And when he went to Mecca, he had to know that it was about brotherhood. Islam was about brotherhood, was not about color. That was the United States propaganda. Okay? The Me and Man March was not from Farrakhan's. Read that book, y'all. It came from Wallace Muhammad, which is Elijah Muhammad's son. He after father Muhammad, his Allah to him. Okay, um, that's what he had, and when he heard about it, definitely took the idea back in 94, 95, when they had at the right after the OJ situation happened. Because I don't know if I was in 10th grade then. Truth of the matter is, that organization did not help the community. It's paid by Ku Klux Klan. Okay? That's why they give these list of rules. We're supposed to be fighting for freedom, not only civil rights and rights, but freedom, meaning that we're supposed to defend each other's freedom. We don't agree, disagree. That's the type of message you should be doing. I'm not trying to do, but that's my opinion. It's my channel, okay? I know you be telling what we should be doing, right? Okay. But when you start relegating people's lives, that's when people start to get pissed. You can't be the relegator and still give contribute to people. It's something in the Bible, and I'm meaning to bring up this. What Saint Peter says in the second chapter, exploiting out of fabrications. You're saying meaning the people get in contented lost ship in Second Peter chapter 2. That's what the scoffer, you know, saying the people who are, and I'm not scoffer that wants to do that. Okay, because I mean, I don't want to be controlled by folks who need to clean it. I'm gonna take the wood being out their eye. That's what I mean. I'm a scoffer. But these folks who got money, they'll give you the fabrication. They mean your stuff, but then they try to continue and lost ship, try to control you. You can't be two sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? And that's why folks are bashing you on that. Okay? So, but like I said, I understand the wife don't want to get involved, but when her community, people in her community, not all, but some of Emily Layton, George Zimmerman, Yanez, and the folks, firebombing folks in Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying, to the point that Jones act the fool just like them, and they, you know what I'm saying, when you start seeing that, and Rodney Villota come out, Michelle Obama, Laguardia Flaca, you know, and this silence from her, that's why, because they take it up a white person. They know, people know these people are not white, they're mixed. And I think on my channel, I keep it real, they're mixed. They're not flipping on Caucasian. I don't care if they put white on this or do the Trudy Guadalupe bill, doing Jim Crow, they hit the one driver. I don't care. Okay? They still genetically mixed. They have black ancestry. That's why they get heated to the meme, because they don't want folks to call it hypocrisy. I call, when they act pork coconut with me, I will call it out. Unlike me, I don't have a victim mentality. A victim mentality stays, complain about the victimhood, and remains in it. Don't try to fight back. I have a victor mentality. Okay? Y'all know how I'm bipolar. When I say, well, I hurt my family, trying to victimize me. So I go business. Because I was a victim, I go back and remain where they at. No, I resist myself from it. And one thing that I hate when people talk about history, it's a victim mentality, like it's always gonna be that way. No, it's not. People change, seasons change. Come on, okay? I mean, seeing Expose song. I was listening to it earlier, okay? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I grew up in the 80s. I love Expose, okay? And even Jeanette Jurado means junior in Spanish. Jurado, the group singer, there's two white women, one Italian, one with blonde hair, I don't know what her ethnicity is, but she was Mexican American. Everybody probably thinks she was Puerto Rican. Her hair is actually curly. She has a Negro nose. Her and Rose Perez can pass for sisters, but she's Mexican from California, okay? She wanted to play singing Angel Baby in the movie Me Familia. Well, anyway, I was seeing, yeah, people change, things change, and you, the only way why you remain in that area, because you're not trying to get out of that situation. It's not, white supremacy ain't gonna always be here, because unless people allow it to be here. Okay, and then that's the reason why. Okay, the truth of the matter is, if the bill before the nation Islam came in was continuing, you probably have grown. But trying to get that crowd that does not respect your personal freedom, that's what you're dealing with. The coons. Then you know what I'm saying. Then you have the poetry coons who are 9, 10 don't like you with that wife, and they out there saying didn't do nothing and fuck black lives. I don't ever forget. And like I told one of these little folks here who Hispanic, who acting like poetry coons on Facebook. So, this is Latino Lives Matter. You know, I support. I have 3 shirts: Black Lives Matter, Latino Lives Matter, and Native Lives Matter. They're shocked. That's how uneducated these folks are. They don't go outside the box, trying to remain regional, and you can't remain regional when it comes to your mindset. You got to think was outside. That's what I love about the internet. It shows that, but you have people who go by their expectation on the internet, what they've been taught and what they're exposed to. They don't go out there outside the box to try to find something else. Okay. So that's my point about this, y'all, about this whole situation with Avi's show. Nothing against his wife, but would, if she was to come out and speak on the anti-black racism in the Hispanic community, whether those for Puerto Rican and Cuban, like the dude Chemistry 123 from overseas, and it's funny that his parents came overseas from Peru in Mexico. Okay, that's still overseas, and he here. Okay, and I want that call out their hypocrisy. And that's why some do not like me, and saying that those who are accuracy don't like me. If you be hypocritical and saying in my way of having my life the way I want to, I will call out your hypocrisy. Okay? My life matters and my freedom matters. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't live my life for other people. Like I said earlier in this video, you can lick my dick and eat my Buddha or lick my Buddha, whatever, and be nasty. But the reason I say it like that, these folks think that someone special, that somebody like me should live up to their standard. No, I'm not going to live up to your standards. Go find people who do. Okay? That's the point. They can do that too. The Portuguese can do that too. Okay? None of these people, African, Hispanic, are not all that special. And white. Okay? So I'm going to always be me. I'm gonna always do me and go for me and do things my way. As long as I'm happy, okay, if someone else don't like it, as long as I'm happy what's in my life, that's all that matters. Okay? So all this trying to relegate people, that's what people talk about. At the same time, when you have your wife, who is not vocal about the anti-black racism and trying to emulate white supremacy and putting white, you know what I'm saying? When in actually on the census, they should put black, white, and native. That's what you are, regardless what less DNA. I put that on there. I don't care white supremacy, and I'm not doing it for you of our show. I'm not changing my background. You can't change your background and ancestry, but I'm not changing my identity for nobody else but me. It's not changing my identity. It is what it is. I am multiracial, but I'm not going to deny my heritage for anybody else. If a white person see me, okay, I also Mexican, black, we're not pure black. Doesn't matter. They're not that special. The truth is the truth. Truth sets you free. If I have these different rare heritage, I'm gonna put it on. You wanna know what my heritage is? I'm gonna put it on there. And like I said earlier, the people that came on the ship from West Africa was way darker than me. Okay, so I'm not denying my heritage for nobody trying to exploit my black ancestry and my mixed ancestry. No, you're not doing that mess. That's the whole reason why they want us to say we black, even though we're not pure black people. It's to exploit that part of our roots. I call it like it is. Okay, and I couldn't be friends with people of any race that's trying to exploit me, of any group. Okay? So, same thing, like I say, when I see the comments on Facebook, they're anti black statements. I'm glad I meet these Latinos. I don't want to meet nobody who feel that about me. You know what I'm saying? So, this one thing I love about the internet. A lot of folks be who they real are behind them keyboards and phones, okay? And then show a smile on your face. One thing about the South, I do not like the South where people smile in your face and they're your enemy. Those up north in New York, y'all have it good there because these are persons who they real are. Okay, you don't be racial. It's just showing you don't have to be racial. That's showing they don't like you by they meeting you, don't speak to you. Then you don't fuck with that person. But here's how everybody. No, I don't want you to smile in my face and you call me out my name behind my back. If you hate me and you don't like me, then let me know so we will no longer have no interaction. And that's for any race, any group of people. Okay? So that's the whole reason why. I don't like to have no frenemies in my corner of any color. But that's the reason why, with the Jose Florida situation 2 years ago, I brought that up because I'm in the Hispanic community. Time, and I did know about the Real, but I kept it to before like September to August. I started to mention that, but you know what I'm saying. I did not know too much if it was a Spanish. Like, dang, I'm Hispanic all the time. But point is, I talked about the Jose Florida situation because these are issues that matter. And I think instead of talking about other stuff that's matter majorly, if it's regional, it'd be better because when these black and brown issues are not talked about, it does hurt the community. Okay, it does. You have folks killing people, murdering people because someone is African American or Hispanic. That's not right. That's why I say about LAPD. I don't like LAPD, but what they doing in harassing those thugs who either African American, Hispanic, who causing racism in those communities, who acting just like the Klan towards each other. Good. They act like they remember what Monique said to Shatar on when you play the kind of clown bike shoot. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The love T says that's good. You want to call folks niggas and werebacks and spicks and monkeys and chongos and all other stuff and border jumping all this stuff. The same term of white supremacy doing the white people who in the uniform beat your ass, being a thug and killing folks and green lighting folks, whether you be African or Hispanic, then guess what? You deserve what you get. Now I'm not signing a petition with ACU about stopping that mess. Because if I want to go to LA and got nothing to do with that shit and someone trying to harass me about it. Get my point? That's how I look at it. So they want to act like a racist white supremacist with a so-called black face, so-called brown face, then go right ahead towards each other and let somebody who do have a white face and white supremacy with power knock their asses out. That's good. Because innocent children and elderly people and folks who are adults like me who don't want to be involved in that mess, stop. That's what should be talked about in those communities. And then I'm gonna bring us speaking of mixed ancestry, because it's so stupid. 30 years, 20 years ago, the multiracial category supposed to be on the census. Okay, Lulak, NASA Casa NAACP, Urban League, along with Asian League and American Indian Movement, came in against the multiracial category. Multiracial category don't kill lives, baby, but racism and hate crimes do. So instead of talking about those issues that about white, oh, the white boogeyman, talk about the boogeyman in both communities, in the gangs, in the police officers who try to emulate that behavior. That's what you need to talk about. They need exposed. It's not just the Hispanic ones, the African American ones, the coon bitches too. Like I said about that sister down in Dallas, I don't trust that sister who worked for Dallas Department to defend that white woman and that brother who by my color who defend that white woman who killed that brother down there. Coons and pochos are not my damn no. Them cotton picking coons and started picking pochos I do not like. Okay, and that's what keep white supremacy alive in Texas. They scared of white men, but they'll go against each other and go in those in their own community and do each other wrong. Okay, but I understand she won't be called a white woman. But when you have people who have her complexion or a little darker, or even they can be dark like like a negative with their mentality, that's when she talk about. Cause they talking about, oh, you checking white. It's not like marriage. It's checking white. Oh, since I'm saying white, I'm on team white supremacy, and I'm going to be like those white people who get those niggers. You see what I'm saying? That's what they're talking about. When people say Latinos should hold about their own nuts, and I said no, because I know my history about DACA, about how Mexico opened its doors to African descent. That's, you know what I'm saying. But the ones who are like for Trump, who out there saying didn't do nothing, though, and I'm gonna call their ass out too. The coconuts in the community. You're the reason why folks don't care about DACA and ICE. Okay? Just like the thugs and hoopers, it's on both sides. The reason why I'm with DACA because I know my heritage, and I know my history, and I know in Texas that when they made a slave country and state later on, Mexico opened its doors because folks, let me say keyword, had different mentality then. This old trying to emulate white supremacy with brown face or so-called black face in both communities gotta stop. That's the real reason why.